y'all? It's your girl Zaria Shantae Puri, and we're back with another video. Before we hop into this video, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Give this video a share, and make sure y'all turn on my post notifications so y'all can be notified every time your girl drops a video. I was sitting here thinking, and I'm like, I feel like nobody talks about this part of growing up. You can have people around you. You could be surrounded by friends, family, social media, and still feel really, really alone. And not even in a dramatic way, but in a way that slowly builds over time. I think that adult loneliness is different. It's not like I don't have anybody, but more so like I just haven't really connected with anybody the way that I used to. And that's why I want to talk about this today. Growing up, I feel like a lot of us assume that life is going to feel more connected as we grow older. Like when you're younger, you see people every single day at school, lunch, after school. There is constant interaction, but nobody really tells you that at some point that stops, and then you're just left with your life, your schedule, your responsibilities, and all those people that you used to see every day slowly turn into occasional texts, maybe birthdays, maybe nothing at all. And I feel like that's the shift where a lot of people start to feel something that they can't really explain. For me, growing up, I felt like there were a lot of times where I couldn't just show up fully as myself around everybody. Like I was always kind of adjusting myself depending on who I was around. And I think that a lot of people grow up like that without even realizing it. You might have friends, people who know you, people who laugh with you, but feel like there's still a part of you that nobody really sees. And sometimes at home too, even with family, you can wish things felt closer or easier or more understood. And when you don't really have that full sense of emotional safety everywhere, you start learning how to hold things in instead of expressing them. And then when you become an adult, everything just changes all at once. People move, they get busy, they start their own lives, and you realize that nobody is automatically in your day anymore. You don't just have people in the same way that you used to. And what's interesting is that you can still know a lot of people and not feel known. And I honestly think that's where the loneliness starts to settle in. It's not about not having contacts in your phone. It's about not having consistent emotional connection. And I think one of the hardest parts about growing up is realizing that connection really takes emotional effort now. It's not just built in anymore. And if you're not someone who naturally goes out a lot, or your life is more work, more school, more routine, you haven't really gotten a chance to build new connections to replace the old ones that you outgrew. And that can feel confusing because you start wondering if something is wrong with you. But I don't think anything is wrong with you. I think it's just that life changes and nobody really prepares you for how quiet that can feel. But I also think that there's another side to this as well. I think that there's a point where you start learning how to sit with yourself, how to pour back into yourself, how to not panic in silence, and also how to understand that not every empty space is meant to be filled immediately. And for me, faith plays a big part in that, because even in seasons where I feel like I don't have the most amount of people around me in the way that I would want, I wholeheartedly believe that God brings the right people into your life at the right time. But in the meantime, I also have to learn how to be okay with myself. So if you've ever felt like this, like you have people but still feel alone, or like you've outgrown old connections and still are trying to figure out what's coming next, I just want you to know that you're not weird for that. You're not behind. You're just in a transition that a lot of people do not talk about out loud. And honestly, maybe the goal isn't to rush and find something immediately. Maybe the goal is learning how to be grounded in yourself first, so that whoever or whatever comes into your life next is aligned, not forced. I just think that we don't talk about these things enough, but we should. And I know this video was a quick one, but if this resonated with you in any way, I want this channel to feel like a safe space where we can talk about these things more openly. So thanks for tuning in. I will see y'all in the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.